The Trump administration is standing up to the woke mob's violent attacks against Jewish students on college campuses. Again, déjà vu. The Justice Department is now suing the University of California, Los Angeles for, quote, deliberate indifference to discrimination against Jewish and Israeli students. This disturbing video from April 2024, look at the screen, shows just some of what they were facing on that campus. Look, we covered this when it was happening. And what people thought was that justice would be served. But when we look back on this, we're also looking at the current and the future and Jewish hatred. So is justice going to be served? The DOJ says yes. You can see those thugs beating students with sticks and blasting them with pepper spray. The DOJ's complaint says an anti-Semitic mob took over UCLA's main quad and created militia-style checkpoints. They allegedly blocked Jewish and Israeli students from getting around the campus unless they denounced a core tenet of their faith. Here's Clay Travis.
It's pretty passive to allow people who hate Jewish people to take over the center of your campus. I hope they would never allow it to happen again, but that is, to me, the very definition of being passive.
All right, let's check in on this move for justice after all of that. Anita Vogel is in L.A. Anita.
Yeah, hi, Harris. This lawsuit details the violence and overt anti-Semitism against Jewish students that took place at UCLA back in 2024, just months after the October 7th massacre. Who can forget these scenes of absolute mayhem and chaos on the campus with pro-Palestinian protesters creating a separate encampment and allegedly barring Jewish students from entering the campus? The lawsuit claims these are clear violations of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. A UCLA law graduate compared it to the Holocaust during a congressional hearing. Listen.
These same 80 years later, on an American college campus, I was shocked that I was expected to wear an activist-approved wristband and disavow my Jewish faith, just to access public spaces.
According to the lawsuit, many Jewish students claimed protesters, quote, kicked and slapped Jews, beat Jews with sticks, and assaulted Jews with pepper spray. It goes on to say one Jewish student was knocked unconscious and was taken to the hospital with an opened head wound. The Trump administration alleges that UCLA leaders took, quote, no serious action whatsoever until weeks later when police finally cleared the campus, and that even law enforcement officers were met with violence. Out of the more than 300 people who were arrested, a majority of the charges were dropped, citing insufficient evidence. In response, the UCLA chancellor, Julio Frank, says, quote, the suggestion that UCLA has been passive in the face of anti-Semitism is simply wrong. Combating anti-Semitism is a moral imperative, one rooted for me in personal history, that makes indifference unthinkable. Frank's grandparents fled Nazi Germany. Now, this is the third suit the DOJ has filed against UCLA alleging anti-Semitism, but this deals specifically with the treatment of the students. The feds are asking for UCLA to repay hundreds of millions of dollars in federal grant money, along with reforms on campus. We will see what happens. Harris?
Well, we've seen from Harvard, money always gets their attention, not the violence, sadly. Thank you very much for setting us up for this conversation. And Focus now, Brooke Goldstein, human rights attorney and founder of End Jew Hatred. So glad to have you. Thank you for coming in person today. First of all, we have civil rights. We went through this already with different segments of our society in America. Why is this happening now? What does the law say about this?
Well, Harris, first of all, I want to thank you so much for covering this issue. I'm very grateful to you. We are in the age of minority rights and civil rights. We respect black rights. We respect gay rights. So why is it that when it comes to Jewish students and Jewish civil rights, everything is politicized? I want to make the important point that this is not happening in a vacuum. For the last 20 years, our students at universities, colleges across the country have been poisoned, have been radicalized, and they've been waiting for this moment, which happened on October the 7th, which was an opportunity for them to press play. And what they've done is they've taken Jewish civil rights and they've politicized it, right? I hate Israel. Israel is the cause of all evil in the world. The Jews are evil. Therefore, we can beat up and discriminate against Jewish students on campus. We can block their entrance to facilities. We can create checkpoints. It's like a campus out of Nazi Germany. And this is justified and it's legitimized as resistance.
Look, we have religious freedom in this country, too. I mean, you talk about civil rights, but predating that is at the core of our values as a nation. This just makes no sense. Judaism, we're in like a spiritual warfare, not like we are in one. Tensions between the Jewish community and New York City's socialist mayor are boiling over. My goodness, look at this. So last week, Mamdani released a pro-Palestinian video that many called anti-Semitic propaganda. He then backed a bill targeting certain Jewish charities. Zohran Mamdani is the first mayor to refuse to participate in the annual Israel Day parade coming up this Sunday. Well, just show us who you are. Just tell us who you are. You just want the truth about the guy. He's showing you. Last night, hundreds of Jewish people protested outside the mayor's official residence for the first time. Brooke's group, End Jew Hatred, organized this rally. Christians and some moderate Muslims joined in. Organizers say the mayor has failed to address, quote, rising radicalization and anti-American extremism in the city. They want him out of office.
Mayor Mamdani promised this city free buses. Well, Zohran, the only thing that's been free in this city is the freedom for anti-Semites to terrorize Jewish New Yorkers.
Bigotry being waged on the Jewish community in the city of New York, we are not going to stand for that.
This mayor likes to pretend that there is a difference between anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism. I'm sorry, if you hate 90% of Jews, you are a bigot, Zohran!
Mamdani! Remove Mamdani! Remove Mamdani! Remove Mamdani!
You were sharing as you walked up to set to talk with me today. It was surprising how many people showed up who were actually not even in the Jewish community.
Yes, exactly. And I want to be careful. This is not just about Israel. This was not a pro-Israel rally. This was an interfaith rally against extremism and against radicalization, right? When you have pro-Hamas, terror-sympathizing mobs running rampant on our streets, blocking access to synagogues, engaging in assault, engaging in trespass, this is a problem for all Americans. And we have to think, who are we, right? Are we a city, a state that respects civil rights, or are we one that allows rampant civil rights violations? And this protest specifically was calling on Governor Hochul to remove Mamdani from office for his negligence and his failure to equally protect Jewish citizens.
Look, I have to ask, people in majority voted for this guy. I mean, it's not a shock who he is, although I appreciate it when somebody continues to show me who they are, because then you know how to treat them. But in this instance, just to see moderate Muslims come last night, show up and support, did they vote for Zohran Mamdani? And you mentioned earlier the word fear.
Right. You know, up until now, and we were very pleasantly surprised, and this is just the beginning, by the way, how many people showed up? Over 1,000 people showed up on the street, Jews, Christians, Muslims, black, white, to come together to say enough is enough. We are against this extremism. We are against the radicalization. And also it dovetails perfectly into the prior story, because why is this happening? It's because foreign funding has come in, because you have groups connected to designated terrorists have come into our campuses and for the last 20 years have been radicalizing our student population, radicalizing our country, frankly. And this is the result, the election of an Islamist, fascist, Marxist communist who literally supports the globalization of the Intifada.
Look, the bottom line in all of this for Zohran Mamdani is that it's popping up in different areas now. So in Brooklyn, Park Slope, beautiful neighborhood there. They had a situation with a general meeting last night where members of this co-op, a huge food co-op, decided that they would block Jews. I mean, talk to me about that just briefly.
Right, let them try. because this is illegal. Just like you cannot have a restaurant that says no blacks allowed, or you cannot refuse to serve people if they are gay, so too is it illegal to refuse to serve or do business with someone because of their religion, because of where they're born, the color of their skin, their gender. This is civil rights 101. And yet again, when it comes to Jews, everything is politicized. Jewish rights are civil rights. We are in the age of civil rights. And I am here to tell you today, Harris, that we are going to aggressively enforce the civil rights of the Jewish population here in America.
Well, you got a big job, because they are now trying to block Jewish business people in Park Slope, Brooklyn.
Let them
it
try.
just gets bigger. I'm still waiting to hear from Mamdani, though, the city's mayor, who said he supports everybody. We'll see. Good to see you. Brooke Goldstein, thank you very much for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.